Hi, and welcome back. If you're listening live, there's a chat room available to ask questions and share your ideas. You have the ability to float the chat room in order to move it near this window. Adult and students will be in the chat room, so please be respectful, kind, and helpful. Thank you. Today you are listening to the 7th grade students at Rye Jr. High School in Rye, New Hampshire in the United States. This is typically our lunch recess time, but we wanted to keep the stream going, so you may hear students come in and out.
Hi, it's Gabby again. So today I have for you some endangered species factors and what we can do to help them. What makes an animal endangered? There are many things that have to happen if an animal becomes endangered. Here are a few. Habitat loss. Human growth plays a big part in this. Due to human population escalating, the homes of animals are being destroyed. Trees, forests, plains, and cities are growing with buildings and people, which takes away the space from animals. Hunting and poaching. The number of elephants, black rhinos, and other animals with ivory, or tusks, have been dying out because of their tusks and horns being hunted for jewelry or other things. Things we can do to help. Although it may be hard to do something huge for these animals, there are some small things that we can do at home. Spread the word. Telling people about this problem can inspire them to do anything they can to help. Buy animal-friendly products. Things that use pesticides can get washed down the drain and into the drinking water that will harm the animals. You can adopt an endangered animal, such as an elephant, at this link right here. Some facts. In the past couple of years, 3 to 5 million elephants have been severely reduced. There are 1,300 endangered species just in the U.S. Endangered Species Day is the third Friday in May. This year it will be celebrated on May 18, 2018. Losing one species could disrupt an entire ecosystem. Climate change also plays a huge part of this problem. Polar bears are dying because of the lack of sea ice. An animal considered to be vulnerable if the area of occupancy is below 2,000 square kilometers, which is also 772 square miles. Planting native plants can help an ecosystem if there are too many new plants. Endangered Species Day. Endangered Species Day this year falls on May 18th. This day celebrates the importance of protecting inhabitants of the Earth. I hope you will all join me this night to celebrate and recognize animals of the Earth. Thank you.
Thank you. We will be showing a little segment about these planters made out of plastic bottles, rocks, earth, and plants.
At least we hope to.
Thank you.
We're gonna try it.
And see if I can bring this over. I need to share my screen. And let's see if this will work. Oh, still don't have sound. Okay, maybe I can bring that over to here, and then maybe you can hear it. Still don't have it. Well, we're going to have to figure out how to do that a little bit later. All righty. Okay. So we have, oops, let me mute my mic. We have a few students here. We're just hanging out, and why don't you all grab a chair and you can sit around this table and we will do a little chat. Yeah. And unfortunately, the videos don't have audio, so we'll definitely put them in a place where people can find them later. Maybe we'll, you know what, we'll put those hopefully in the presentation. Yep, some people are going to be eating lunch. And, all right. So I'm going to give you guys a quiz. I know. You're not expecting this, right?
Oh,
My mom
Almost fell backwards.
And I was going to see if, now I can't find it.
Should we reintroduce ourselves to the lovely viewers?
Sure, you can introduce yourself. No last names, though.
Yeah. Am I going? Oh, hello, I'm Sarah.
Hi, I'm Gabby.
Oh, I am.
All right.
This is Evan, if you didn't hear. He would mumble.
My name is Evan. I'm a girl.
Okay.
My name is
All right, so my little quiz question for you was, but it somehow got moved. Is it, you know how salad comes in those plastic containers, like those big square ones? How could you reuse that? What do you think? Just
I know.
think about it, okay? What do you think?
I think you could just eat it and then wash it out after, like you should.
Yeah, but how would you reuse the container? Yep.
We're fine.
I have two ideas. One, you could use it for extra storage of food. And then two, if you have pets, you can put water in it and use it as a drinking bowl.
What if it pops?
Yeah. Just go ahead, you can share.
I guess you could also
Thank you, good man.
I guess you could sorry. So some ladies first.
Okay, then.
Unicorns first.
What?
I said unicorns first.
Then you may go.
But I had nothing.
Well, like Gabby said, you can use them for like food if you put a clip on them. But then again, you may want to wash it out.
What you could do, so a lot of people tend to, like when they first start growing plants, they put them in little containers, but instead you could put a few in like 4 in all corners and wait till it's big enough and then take them out.
I have another thing that may only apply to certain people. But if you could like put a little handle on top of it and then you could put like nail polish or something in it. So you can make a little carrier out of it.
I would use that.
Any other ideas?
Lunchbox.
Lunchbox?
I know. Lunchbox.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Interesting idea.
I know, right?
And I thought the chat had delay. So, you can use this as like a pet carrier thing if you have like
A turtle.
yeah,
You can put
or a
the
hamster. Like you can totally just deck this thing out
I'll
and
just raise my
like
hand.
You
cushions.
could you could also use it as like a pencil or case or something for school. Again, add a little handle to it.
Oh, and you can always just use this as like a little garden box. There's so many uses for this.
Or a hat.
True.
Wait. Boxing glove.
Okay, so, and I think we've gone through some of those uses.
Umbrella.
I will take it. And so can you share a little bit about what it was like to do a webcast? And what it was like behind the scenes? Maybe share that with people?
It was really fun at first, and then my first time going up, my project had a little technical difficulties, so that was kind of nerve-wracking. But then, so it was fun though. I like seeing behind the scenes and how it all works, and I like seeing the chat. It's very fun. I like doing the DIY projects. I'm a crafter.
Interesting too.
Yeah. So I think it was really fun, and I like seeing what people have to say about Earth Day and stuff.
I like pizza.
Thank you for that.
Well, moving on.
Sarah, do you have any thoughts about behind the scenes?
Honestly, you get really.
at the beginning, you're ridiculously nervous. I'm still kind of shaking a little just from.
I feel like I was talking like a million miles an hour.
Yeah, I was like for the invasive species things, I did have it be introduced in like a certain time period, and I was like, is someone gonna ask me about that? Because I don't know that. So I was nervous about the questions and if I could answer them or not. Evan, do you have anything to add? Anything?
Did you learn anything new while doing this?
Oh yeah, how was your study on nanoscience?
Nanoscience is very interesting.
What made you want to do nanoscience?
I don't know. This guy copied on my stuff.
Hey, I did not copy.
Okay, so we have some work, artwork that people have done and a poem. Would someone like to read the poem?
I'll read both.
And then you can hold up some of these.
Whoa. Pigeons.
Excuse me. All right, go ahead, do the poem, please.
Okay. Pigeons, short, majestic birds. They fly through the sky like birds do. They scan the city for companions like birds do. They come in all shapes and sizes like birds do, traveling in their flocks like birds do. They migrate like my parents, my grandparents, like birds do. These are pigeons by Tyler and Philip.
So now we have some artwork and another piece of advice / poem. Remember, when you leave this earth, you take with you what you have given, not what you have received. Which I think is very inspirational. And I have another little drawing here. Celebrate, don't pollute, reduce, reuse, recycle. Earth Day, treat the environment the way you want to be treated.
Then here, there's an adorable little drawing. There's a piece of earth, well, yes, a piece of earth, the earth with a piece missing, and it says, every piece matters.
That's cute.
Oh,
It's adorable.
well, I did it, and then it looks like a puzzle.
Yes. Then there's also ban the plastic. Why are we trying to kill our earth? Stop polluting our oceans, save our earth, our problem.
It's the Earth, and then it says Earth Day.
So I have some more drawings. Love our earth. Oops, sorry.
My bad.
If you don't love the earth, then you are not loving
And then-
yourself inside.
We have a piece of drawings from Maddie, Courtney, Megan, and Emma. Save the planet, help the earth, happy Earth Day.
It's very colorful. I like it.
It reminds me of unicorn.
Unicorns are pretty. Protect our earth. Red, orange, yellow, green, blue, purple.
And what do we know about that?
Roy G. Biv.
Roy G. Biv, yeah.
I don't. Who's word? You know, never mind.
Was I supposed to know?
Yeah, you weren't here for that.
I had to. I just thought I was.
Okay, what else do we have?
Okay. This is a frog, turtle, fish, dolphin. It says, save the animals from dying by not littering and try to reduce and reuse.
Yes, some of it you can't see it. It's pretty well drawn. That was nice.
Save the earth, no littering. Protect the environment, stop pollution. Save animals, reduce, reuse, recycle. From Maddie, Courtney, Megan, and Emma.
No plastic straws. No plastic straw. Pollution. Courtney, Megan, Emma, and Maddie, they seem to be doing a lot of artwork, which is very nice. They're contributing.
Reduce, reuse, recycle.
Make Every Day Earth Day by Charlotte, Maddie, Delaney, and Maddie.
And it says, ban the bead. That's the fish.
Oh, I
And that is like microbeads. Okay.
I'm assuming Emma did. I
And
saw
it
her making.
says, yep, I'm a bee.
Don't be trashy. No littering. Can hurt endangered species. And then no more microbeads. Protect our marine life from Delaney, Maddie, and Charlotte.
The Green Team by Charlotte, Maddie, and Delaney. It's nice of them to contribute so much. And the hearts came out very,
Very nice.
very, very
The
nice.
green team.
This is
Oh,
factory. This is a factory that's polluting. And it's by Dylan States.
Dylan.
Dylan S.
Dylan's drawing.
Not
Dylan's drawing.
Stay away from strangers.
Advice from Evan.
I have another little piece of information about the coffee filters. You could also make a headband out of them by just making the length of the ribbon longer. And you could also add more flowers. And a belt. There's so many accessories.
You can even cover a purse with them if you wanted to.
How's nice Halloween costume?
What about
Be
love?
a mummy.
A ghost. That'd be so cool.
A uniform?
Unicorn and a costume. If you dyed them.
Yeah.
All right, and this is one of the projects that one of the students did with a plastic bottle and made a little planter terrarium for it hanging. So we have a lot of these ideas on we have a website for this to go to.
And there are some links to the place we got them. A lot of the ideas came from Pinterest, and a lot of them were inspired by Pinterest and sort of created the.
So this one actually was a whole like ladder of planters, which was interesting. And okay, we're eating lunch too. That's fine.
I
You have lunch?
Yeah.
Yep. Why don't you go grab it? We can sit around. Yep. And so these are some ideas that maybe you can look at and see how a couple of different ideas that we could do to maybe make the earth a little greener. Oh, and does anyone know about the solar panels?
What about you?
Do you remember? I know, but
What do
can you just share a little bit about what's happening with the solar panels?
So a while back, I think it was in September, one of the students here at RGH went to an event at the music hall, and people from Revision Energy were giving a presentation about solar energy and how to reduce our footprint and such. And she asked a question, and the man who was talking said that if she could solve the math problem, because she asked how many solar panels
Would take to power our laptops.
And so he said that if you could solve that problem, that he would donate as many solar panels as you would need. So we have an enrichment group here, and we're just trying to figure that out and see where we can put them. And we're also looking at a station to charge electric cars. So 101 ways to heal the earth. Starting with number 1, we have insulate your home. 2, buy energy efficient appliances. Number 3, close off unused areas in your home from heat and air conditioning. Wear warm clothing and turn down the winter heat. That's my mom does that. Turn off all the heat to the winter. Oh, no, you can go.
How kind of you. Very caring here.
I will be right back.
I'll come back. So I'm okay. Well, you can switch to fluorescent light bulbs. Turn off all the lights that don't need to be on, which we previously mentioned in one of the last presentations, I believe. Opt for small oven or stovetop cooking when preparing small meals. Run dishwashers only when full, also previously mentioned. Set refrigerators to 38 degrees Fahrenheit. Freezers to 5 degrees Fahrenheit, no colder. Run clothes washers full, but don't overload them. Air dry your laundry when possible. Clean, sew, lint, screen, and clothes dryers. Instead of ironing, hang clothes in the bathroom while showering.
Do you know why you would do that?
To get rid of the wrinkles.
Yep.
Because that's heat too.
And the moisture, yes. Yep.
Take quick showers instead of baths. Install water efficient shower heads and sink faucet aerators.
Yep. Brings in air.
That makes sense. Install an air assisted or composting toilet. Collect rainwater and gray water for gardening use. Plant deciduous shade trees that protect windows from summer sun but allow it in during the winter. Learn how to recycle all your household goods, from clothing to motor oil appliances. I apologize, I cannot speak right now.
That's fine. So I think I can play some of the videos through this computer. So how about if we try to do that?
I will get out of the way.
That's all right. And could someone kind of man the camera again? Do some of you do anything special at home that you would do for conservation, energy conservation, anything like that?
Similar to what the sheet said, my family in the winter, my mom tells us to wear sweaters and warm socks because she doesn't want to use too much heat.
Very good.
Protecting the earth.
We have a question.
Yeah.
The question is, how many students actually use those water conservation suggestions? Oh, Jeff is back.
Good question. You guys know the answers?
What was the question? I'm sorry.
How many
of us
students
use
actually use those water conversation suggestions?
I'm sure not many, but after this, they'll
I think
probably-
some people would be rather inspired by.
Yeah, I know. I don't. I leave the water on when I'm brushing my teeth, but I'm going to stop doing that.
And I think I'll instead of like taking a long bath, I think I'll
Quick
take a
shower.
short bath and
Quick shower, maybe.
maybe a cold shower too, because
Oh yeah.
the heat too much.
And I know Peggy George is from Arizona, so I know she looks at water conservation a lot and has some good ideas about that. We're gonna flip to the Flipgrid, and it looks like we have 20 videos.
Oh seriously?
Yep, and it looks like some of the students from Jujuy, Argentina, have actually helped. So let's see. I don't know if they're going to be in English or Spanish.
Oh.
So we'll have to see.
I take Spanish. I might go English and that.
Oh, still sound. Hang on.
Hi, caramba.
I plugged it in, right? Is this still on?
So why don't you just look up birthday
Is it
to
just
pass
me?
the time?
In our class, we talk about the day of the Earth, and in this day we have to remember the importance about our planet and protect about the damage we cause it. We have to learn to take care of the beauty and the nature, and don't damage with our words.
All right, we'll go to the next one.
Hello, my name is Camila Plaza. I'm from Jujuy, Argentina. Our teacher is making us to send you a message. So Earth Day is a very important day because it is about making people in the world aware of the environmental problems that are becoming more and more evident on the planet: pollution, global warming, due to large toxic emissions, deforestation, pollution of the oceans, contamination of soils, animals, plants, and humans, the destruction of the environment. For that reason, it's highly necessary to create awareness and take action. So every 22 of April, we are celebrating Earth Day. Always take care of the environment because it is the future of children, so bye.
Hello, my name is Adrian. I'm from Argentina. In our English class, we were talking about Earth Day. It is important to make people aware of the pollution generated by plastic, like bottles, etc. Let's take out the planet.
Hello, I'm Lautaro Nogales. I'm from Jujuy, Argentina. Well, today is the Earth Day. Yes. For the Earth, I am doing some things like recycling plastic bottles or throwing the garbage in the cans. I would like to comment some things. The Earth is suffering change and is having some problems like earthquakes and global warming. And we have to take care of the Earth because that will be some harm for humanity. And you can doing some things for the Earth like recycle plastic or throw the garbage in the cans. We have to do it, and we can do it. Thank you.
Hi, I'm Sandra Rocha. I am from Jujuy, Argentina. To celebrate the day, I learned more about the dangers and the problem that attack Earth. I try to save water as much as possible. What I would like to share is that the land is very young and we must take care of it.
Hello, my name is Esther. Also named as Today is the day for the year. I want to make a request to take care of the planet and one thing else. Thank you very much.
Hello, I'm Agustin Bataria. I come from Jujuy, Argentina. Today we are celebrating Earth Day, and I think that to improve the planet, we should save water, reduce the number of vehicles that release carbon dioxide, and realize that the plastic is extremely bad for the earth. And because of this, try to reduce its use. We can save the planet.
Again, another comment about water. Water and plastic.
Hello, my name is Francisco Antacle. This is my friend Pime. I'm from Jujuy, Argentina. And to celebrate this day, I want to think so much in the problems what this earth brings. Goodbye.
What were you saying?
It's so cool that they're communicating through. Oh, should I come up?
Yes.
Ow! It's so cool that people are communicating through Flipgrid from like Argentina and different countries, and people were viewing like from Michigan and Maryland. It's just so cool. I love it. Good time. Yay!
We can't see everyone, but it's nice to have those little pieces.
Yes.
So we know everyone's around.
Yes, they're here in spirit. Exactly.
Okay.
Hello, my name is Daniel, and I'm from the Jujuy, Argentina. On Earth Day, we have to take conscience of the plastic pollution. We are doing smart project recycle bottle and thus reduce pollution, help everyone to take care of the planet. We recycle and reduce plastic. Together we can do it.
Hi, I am Luis Mendez. Today is the day of the Earth, and I want to greet you. No wait, the Earth is in very bad condition, and it is contaminated. It is our duty as inhabitants of the Earth to take care of it and protect it. On the internet, there are sites to help the earth. To finish, I want to ask them to help me take care of it by reducing the use of plastics and not littering. Let's all make a better place together.
Hi, I am Luis Vargas, live in Jujuy, Argentina. I am 17 years old, and for the day of the Earth, from this video, I want the concert to the people of the caring for the Earth, because it's in a place where we live and we must take care of it.
Are they all from like the same school?
I think these might be two schools.
Hello, my name is Sheila Adams. I am from Argentina. This day of the class, I want to start talking about the use of plastic. Let's make a better world.
Well, I am from here. I am from Jujuy, Argentina, from San Alberto Magno School. To celebrate Care Day, I am awarded to the care of every man, especially about the use of plastic. Please help the land be using less and recycling more. Bye.
So are you noticing some similarities?
Yeah,
You're
it's all the
concerned
same
about the
thing.
same things.
Hi, I am Nair Alvarez. I am from Jujuy, Argentina. And on the Earth Day, I wanted to talk about the chemical plastic make our home because it is no biodegradable. Use less plastic, take care of our planet is everyone's responsibility.
Hello, my name is Paola Ocampo. I am from Jujuy, Argentina. I wanted to wish you happy day because that in this day we are aware of the use of plastic, which is a very challenging in a very way for the future. We try to reduce it to use. Thank you very much. Good morning.
Hey. Hello people, I am Francisco. I am from Jujuy, Argentina. I am 17 years old. And today I am feeling very bad. Because some people are feeling my house, our house, the air. And are feeling people are polluting the air and are feeling it. We must have more warning. We must reduce litter and reduce the plastic use. Have a great Earth Day and make work great again.
Hi guys, my name is Sheila Adams. I'm from Argentina. I would like you to become aware of the use of plastic, the thirsty of much. Let's take care of the earth. Let's take care of our
I'm from
Hello, happy birthday. My name is Grande and I am from Cuba, Argentina. I want to talk about the responsible use of plastic. One of the evils that exists today, and that calls for our help there. Caring for the earth is everyone's responsibility.
Hello, we are the RJH Solar Committee, and our goal is to make RJH go solar.
And we are working to get solar panels on the front side of the roof and maybe hopefully the other side as well to the east. And we're trying to get those solar panels to bring RJH to a much more solar future and to try to get green and bring Rye as a whole to a greener and sustainable future.
So far in our project, we have met with 2 members of Revision Energy and have reached out to the Rye Historical Commission and Building Inspector in hopes to further advance our process.
It's all Earthbed!
Yay!
Mrs. Miller did it.
Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Miller from Rye Jr. Hi. And for Earth Day, I would like to plant a garden, but I have a huge problem. I am not very good at it. As you can see by this plant right here, I killed plants. So I would like to give back to the earth by planting things and maybe growing my own vegetables and fruits, but I'm not very good at it. So if anyone has any advice for me, that would be fantastic. All right, happy Earth Day.
All right, so everybody knows Peggy George now, and we want to say thank you very much for watching today.
Can I say something?
Yep, go ahead.
Hello. Thank you for watching.
So a lot of the students came back after lunch. They came back after lunch, and they realized that Peggy, you were still in the chat room, and I know Dirk was there for a long time too.
You guys did
and so we
for such a long time.
really appreciate that.
It was so that was so amazing that today we get to actually live stream and tell what we think about the earth and
My name's Courtney.
Our own little topics.
My name's Maddie.
And everything else.
I'm the best.
Do you know that a day you need
I'm the best.
6,800 gallons of water to keep family of 4? But this is crazy. Fun fact. All right, guys. Thank you guys so much for watching this live stream. And we
We're still streaming.
Oh, we're still streaming.
Yes, but we just wanted to say Peggy just had to sign off, so we just wanted to
Yeah, we just wanted to say
Bye, our friend Peggy.
Those people are still here.
Yes.
I'm switching over to some of the videos.
Okay.
You need to have permission from your teachers if you're here.
So thank you. Thank you, Miss George.
Okay.
And also
music for special shout out to Miss Mary. I miss you.
Yes, so much.
Yes, just
thank you.
And then,
Thank you.
sorry.
Thank you.
Excuse me. Yeah, we're gonna do it outro later. But can you talk about the experience of what you thought this was going to be and what it
I thought it was going to be really boring, but it actually wasn't. Yeah, it was really fun. Well, I didn't think it was going to be really boring. I didn't think it was going to be as interesting as it was. Yeah, that's what I mean.
I could tell you that it was extremely fun, and I'm not gonna.
I like choosing our own topics.
Yeah, and I like to we could combine topics with someone else's.
It was really fun. So you were doing it independently, but like you also learned at the same time.
Because then you got to make like all the fun stuff with someone else.
And it was fun because in our social studies class we got to make DIY.
Yeah, that was fun.
Yeah, that was so fun because you could like actually make things. Yeah.
Also, I knew that this Earthcast was really fun because I really love live streaming because sometimes I do it a lot. And so I knew this was going to be a lot of fun, and I just love researching. And because I have a little bit of an interest in cars, so that's why I did the hybrid car thing. I just thought it was very interesting to research and do and watch in other classes. So
yeah, it was really fun. Like in math and at language arts and social studies, we could watch the other classes do it. Yeah. Also, it was fun because like you kind of went to Lainey's like plastic bag thing. Also, it was fun because it was like one time to do it, so like it was just like one time done.
Yeah, it was a one and done
thing. And like we've never done this in any other grade.
Yeah, like it was.
I don't think many schools do this.
No, it was a very good.
It's fun how like people from like Arizona, Peggy from Arizona, was watching.
And then
so
we had a class from Michigan, and there was other people, like there was one person from Maryland and other states from.
We wrote down some of the people.
Yes, so I thought it was just a lot really cool to interact with other people and chat with other people. Because Michigan, Arizona, it's just cool to turn on.
All right, it's getting a little confusing to hear. All right, excuse me. So we're going to play some of the videos that got, I think we can play them now off my computer. So would someone man the computer and we'll start playing some of the videos of the students? Okay. Yep, go ahead. So, yep. So,
you want a first one?
Apex predators. What is an apex predator? Apex predators are animals at the top of the food chain with no other predators. Apex means top or highest, and a predator is an animal that naturally preys on others. Some examples of apex predators are orca whales, killer whales, great white sharks, electric rays, and the saltwater crocodile. This is an orca whale, this is a great white shark, and this is a saltwater crocodile. Do all animals have predators? All animals do have predators, although apex predators are at the top of the food chain. Therefore, the only predators they have are the other apex predators. This doesn't happen very often though, because they can kill and eat the largest prey in their environment. The apex predators are able to drive away or even kill the lesser predators that share habitats. What does it mean to be at the top of the food chain? In this photo, a mountain lion is one of the animals at the top of the food chain. This means that it can eat all the other animals below it, but they can't eat the lion. Therefore, the only other predator it has is the bobcat and the coyote, the other animals at the top of the food chain. Where do apex predators live? Apex predators impact their ecosystems greatly. They live in climates that are just right for their species. Orca whales live mostly in Antarctica, killer whales live mostly along the West Coast, and saltwater crocodiles live mostly in India, Australia, and Asia. Who do apex predators affect? The number of apex predators is going up slowly because they don't have a large amount of predators. The only animals that they affect are the ones they prey on. All the animals that are below them in the food chain are the predators. In this photo, the green plant is at the bottom of the food chain, and the lion is at the top. This means that the lion can eat all the other animals. These are the websites that I use to find my information. Thank you.
Who wants a birthmark?
Hello, fellow humans. Today I'm going to be talking about e-waste and why. Hello, fellow humans. Today I'm going to be talking about e-waste and why we should stop. E-waste is becoming a huge issue in modern day life, and is one of the fastest growing segments in the solid waste. Nearly 100% of e-waste is recyclable, but only about 12.5% of it actually is. The quantity and speed of growing e-waste is sped up over the years, and the amount globally is expected to grow by 8% each year. Refusing to recycle e-waste not only hurts the earth, but it harms you too. Running electronics releases all of the terrible chemicals into the air, creating severe water pollution. Dumping electronics into the ocean and rivers causes water pollution and other chemicals get into our drinking water. Last but not least, it can find its way into our soil. Toxic metals and chemicals enter the soil for all food. These chemicals are non-biodegradable, meaning they cannot be broken down and extracted. Health effects of toxins include birth defects, brain, heart, liver, kidney, and skeletal system damage. They can also affect your nervous and reproductive systems. 20 to 50 million tons of e-waste is generated each year, but hardly any of it is recycled. That's crazy considering it can contain 20,000 pounds of copper, 550 pounds of silver, 50 pounds of gold, and something 1 million silver. Americans alone throw away $60 million in gold and silver. If you recycle 1 million laptops, you can generate enough energy to power 2,657 US dollars per year. And plus, why wouldn't you want to recycle? Improper disposal of e-waste affects the air, water, and soil on Earth. E-waste is a problem that will remain a problem until it is solved. E-waste takes up 70% of all toxic waste. Electronics are replaced by newer models, even if they're still in perfectly good condition. Apple basically comes out with a new iPhone every year and has sold over 1 billion of them. 89% of adults own smartphones, some because they believe they're a necessity, some simply for entertainment. There are many ways to cut down e-waste, but most people are just too lazy to do it. Here's some examples. 1, you gotta use electronics instead of putting them away. It helps prevent e-waste and can create repair jobs for the unemployed. Buy less electronics. Not only does it help keep electronics out of landfills, but it's good for your brain to have some rest from screens. Take care of your devices. Buy a case for your phone or tablet. It might save it from the fall. Yeah. Hello. Hello, my name is Owen, and I'm doing something on the basic line fish. So, there's been a problem in Florida, and 5 fish, and my fish has been coming up from the Pacific. And, yeah, they should, like, be here. They're not really native to this area. They're wiping out a lot of fish population. So, I'm going to talk about what to do about it and what they eat. So what are lionfish? They're orange, brown, and white animals, or fish, and they have venomous spines that come out of their back. They can cause like respiratory problems. Yeah, it can make you pretty sick. And when they sting, it causes nausea. What does it eat? Well, their food sources got so small that they're running out, so that they actually start to eat each other or cannibalism. But if they find a fish, they'll eat it. They'll basically eat whatever gets in their mouth. It's a big deal. What made it come to Florida? So there's a warm Gulf Stream that came up to Florida. That's causing it to come up. And also Florida aquariums have been dumping them into the ocean for about 25 years because they didn't want anymore. That's been a big part of it. And
Yeah, you guys searching for more food too. Should we eat our fish? Well, can, but the chef has to be very safe because going up the sides, because if they don't cook it right or both sides, you get something called it's like a food poisoning for raw fish, and you get pretty sick from that. Here's live fish. This is what live fish looks like. Yeah. Okay. What can we do to keep their population? And we can't get rid of them in Florida, but we can keep the population of the Rye Basin. Florida's having licenses to catch lionfish. And so you don't get stung, they're making spears so you can get them with that so you don't have to touch them. Start eating them instead and start selling them. You can make a lot of money off of them. Or you can start fishing for them a lot and make a lot of money. These we're starting to slide fish research. They're like looking at the inside of them to see like what data come up here. So we're using a lot of it for research. And spread the news about them coming up to Florida so we can start helping out and doing what we need to help. Fun facts. A lionfish is subject to expand up to 30 times its size. Yeah. Can get pretty big. Can get to 30,000 eggs every 4 days. We also corner animals into like rocks, so until they can't move, and that's how they eat them. And one of the other big problems is they have no predators in the Atlantic, and that's what they are right now. So this gets overpopulated if you don't do something about it. So this is why we're excited. There's a lot of solutions. And thank you, and I hope you help out in this problem.
Hello. Oh, what's happening, girl? What's happening, girl?
We have a couple more videos.
Yes.
Hi, I'm Aria. Hi, I'm Aria, and I'm going to be telling you about how to make a planter pot with a water bottle. So this is a really good way to create something that can help the environment while also reducing plastic. So what I did was I took a plastic water bottle and I cut out a small square in it so that there was an opening, but the two sides are still closed. And I put dirt in it that you can get at the store or even from your yard. And then I added a plant that was taken from another plant, and it's grown. And so how you water the plants is instead of just going in, and so that it won't directly go to the roots, if you undo the cap right here, then when the water goes in, it goes directly underneath on the dirt, underneath the water bottle, it goes to the roots. So that's a good way to grow plants and help the environment. And I also have rocks, because if you have right here 3 rocks holding the plant up, because if you have a plant that's not really that steady like the one that I have, it'll start to tip over and it won't be as steady. But if you add rocks, it'll keep it steady and the roots really can let themselves grow. And I also added 2 strings and hole punches so that you can hang it from the ceiling or something to add decoration or to have it get better sunlight. And so this is a really great way to reuse plastic water bottles or any kind of plastic really. And I really thank you for watching. Bye.
Hi, I'm Alyssa, and I'm going to be talking about organic versus non-organic farming. Organic farming is more earth healthy
than conventional or non-organic farming is. They use more earth-healthy procedures and materials in the farming, such as for their fertilizer, they use animal and plant waste. For pest prevention, they use predatory insects or traps and natural pesticides. And for weed control, they use mulch. On the other hand, conventional farmers use synthetic fertilizers and sewage sludge for fertilizer. They use synthetic pesticides and irrigation for pest prevention, and for weed control they use herbicides. All of those are very harmful if you consume a lot of them and can cause cancer. Organic livestock procedures have to follow this criteria. They have to have healthy living conditions and access to the outdoors. They must have pasture feeding for 30% of the livestock nutritional needs during grazing season. And they are fed organic foods. All organic animals receive vaccinations. How do you know if a food in the supermarket is organic or not? If it has a USDA approved organic seal, which is the U.S. Department of Agriculture, or a Quality Assurance International certified organic seal, then it is at least 95% organic. This looks organic, but it doesn't have the seal, so it's not. This one is organic because it has the seal and it also has the certified organic seal. And this one is organic, but this one is not. So you need to look closely at your labels. The Dirty Dozen is an annual list put together by the USDA and the EPA, which is the Environmental Protection Agency, that shows the 12 fruits and vegetables that have the most pesticide residue of that year. As you can see, the top two are strawberries and spinach. The Clean 15 is another annual list put together by the EPA and the USDA, and it shows the fruits and vegetables that have the least amount of pesticide residue. The top two are avocados and sweet corn. The fruits and vegetables that have the least amount of pesticide residue have thicker skins than the ones that have the most, because you don't eat the skin, so it's not as harmful to you. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Ben. Today I will be overviewing the effects of overpopulation on human beings. Overpopulation is often overlooked as a danger to human beings. However, we are very close to major consequences, and if we don't take action now, those consequences will be fatal. We currently make enough food to feed around 10 billion people. By 2050, we might exceed that population, causing lethal and fatal outcomes. Our world, as we know it, could turn to a human resource. Poverty is the leading cause of overpopulation. Being impoverished leads to higher death rates, which means higher birth rates. Lack of education leads to many young people who lose every reason. Child labor is also a major contributor to overpopulation. Over 150 million children are working today need them to have educational resources, love, or common sense. I really supposed to be good on whatever it is. Another cause of population is unchecked immigration. Unchecked immigrants, mainly low population, might cause the same growth problems in the next section, especially when immigration with large street immigration. However, according to the recent case study, immigrants do bolster economies. The effects of the population. Lack of drinkable water is an effect of the population. 50% of all hospital beds are filled due to water-related problems. Especially in underdeveloped countries, clean water is very scarce. Due to its government for emergency kindly. Resource consumption is on dangerous in human beings. By 2050, if our population keeps growing at this rate, we will literally run out of resources, as I stated earlier. People look at for food, clean water, healthcare, and other basic necessities, but the destructive pipeline. This can cause numerous problems. Better sex education and access to contraceptives will help many unfed pregnancies in the population. Young people must be reached at protection before teen conception. Studies by the World Health Organization state that 225 million women living in developed countries would prefer a post-natal than any form of this presentation is interesting and educational. Thank you. Oh, do I have to redo it? Because
I think it's.
Hi, I'm Lucas. Hi, I'm Lucas, and today I'm going to teach you about the Amazon rainforest deforestation. Here are some quick facts about the Amazon. The Amazon is 55 million years old, and it makes up over half of the remaining rainforest. There are 390 billion individual trees, and the rainforest spans over 2.1 million square miles. Life in the Amazon. In the Amazon, there are over 40,000 different species, and it is home to 10% of known species. In the Amazon rivers, there are more fish species than the entire Atlantic Ocean. There are also 3,000 types of edible fruits, and half of the animals that live in the Amazon live in the trees. Now, Amazon and deforestation. Deforestation is the action of clearing a large area of trees. Cattle ranching is actually causing over 70% of deforestation, and 3/4 of the forest was cleared by the 2000s. Since 1978, 750,000 square kilometers of the forest has been cleared, and experts say that 137 animal species are lost every day due to deforestation. Here's a picture of what the Amazon rainforest looks like without deforestation, then the other side, the Amazon after deforestation. The Amazon and the atmosphere. It's clear to see that deforestation has a detrimental effect on the Amazon rainforest and all of its inhabitants. But beyond animals, logging in the Amazon affects our atmospheres too. Trees in their living form transfer carbon dioxide and breathable oxygen. It is a known fact that when trees are killed, they release carbon dioxide, or CO2, into the air. With so many trees being killed in such a short amount of time, dangerous amounts of CO2 is being released. The Amazon also absorbs more greenhouse gases than anywhere else. Furthermore, the Amazon provides 20% of the world's oxygen, hence the reason they're also known as the Earth's lungs. Thank you for watching.
Hello. We're next. It's kind of like, right now it's kind of like an open studio, I guess. Yeah. Because we're just going to be talking about you.
101 ways to heal the earth, and we're only going to do a few of them, like all of us are. So,
one of the reasons is, or one of the things you can do, you can only wash your washing machine or dishwasher when it's completely full.
so you're not wasting water. And another one is to reuse envelopes, jars, paper bags, scrap paper, and like more like that, so like you don't waste it. And more to do to that.
Yeah, sure. Also, avoid using anything made of plastic foam. It's often made from CFCs, which is not biodegradable.
And if you get into the car, use less than 35 mpg. Sell it, buy a small peel, efficient model, and spend whatever money you save on home energy. Like that.
Now, Maddie and Megan are going to come in and tell you some other ways.
Hi, my name is Maddie, and this is Megan. And we have a couple of ways. 101 ways to heal it. So number 34 is start a recycling program where you work. Number 44. Oh. If you like, it would be really helpful, like, to start a recycling program, because then you can recycle more, and then there wouldn't be trash all over your town.
So do we have one here
Yes.
Yeah.
at school? What do we have at school?
Is it like the box?
So we have,
Recycling.
We have a recycling club.
we do, and what do they recycle? What do we recycle here?
We have
trays.
recyclable trays.
Yeah.
Lunch trays.
And we have like certain bins for our bottles.
And there's in each classroom we have a bin for recycling and people for recycling things.
And for paper,
Yeah.
right? Yes.
So, and we also, in Miss Adams' class, there's a tray for paper that you've already, like, if you, like, already printed it or something and, like, you didn't want it, there's a tray you can reuse that.
Yes.
And we have like recycling bins.
In STEAM, it's like, do they know what STEAM is?
No, explain.
Okay, so STEAM is science, technology,
Engineering,
art, and math. So like this year we were building boats for the regatta, and like if we like get out a piece of wood, then there's like a reusable bin, like a scrap bin, where we would put those pieces that we don't want. So then we wouldn't just waste the wood, we would like reuse them.
And another one is remove unnecessary articles from each car. Each 100 pounds of weight decreases fuel efficiency by 1%.
Also, I would like to say one thing, that Peggy George,
oh my God,
you are awesome.
Yeah.
I'm Courtney, I'm the one who said hi.
No, I'm Maddie too.
Megan. Another thing is with reduce, reuse, recycle. The best one is reuse because, the best one's reduce because
if you reduce, then what happens?
And then if you then reuse is the next step, and then
recycle, but it's still good.
It's still good, but it's not as good because it's like being processed and something else. And
All right, and are we rotating through?
yes.
And then read and support publications that educate about long-term sustainability, like this one.
And talk to friends, relatives, and coworkers about preventing global warming change. So you can talk about global warming change with your friends, relatives, with everybody.
Thank you.
Now we have
to Gabby and Eva.
So I'd just like to add some coffee filters. Another thing you can do is make a little bouquet. Or when it's Christmas time, you see those kissing balls out of ornaments. So you can make another one of those out of this and just go all the way up. And I thought this was pretty cool. And you can also make it bigger or something.
You can put on QVC.
Yeah, what's that? It's a, so, thank you. Anyways,
Okay. So we're talking here about how to recycle different things that you may not think are reusable, but they are. So some of them are envelopes, jars, paper bags, scrap paper, and more.
So, like, if they're talking about scrap paper and paper bags, as if you had a paper bag that you only held dry things in, you could easily take this stuff out. Or if it was like a snack bag in baggies, you could just take the
paper bag and reuse it if it didn't get wet. Also, the envelopes, if you could just reuse those for other different things, and the paper, like they were talking about with the scrap paper bin.
And you should bring your own canvas bags to the grocery store. Because plastic bags are bad.
And also, it may seem like, oh, the canvas bags are expensive to buy, but if you saw earlier, some people in the DIY section made t-shirt bags, tote bags that you could bring to the grocery store, which is pretty easy out of reusable t-shirts. Or you could just buy a couple of canvas bags and keep those instead of just getting plastic and more plastic after going to the grocery store.
And you should encourage local governments to buy recycled paper.
So you could buy recycled paper to make other things. You could easily chew it down and make more paper. Or you could do a lot of things with recycled paper that you may not think about. And also,
Maybe we should do that here.
Yes, we totally should. Even our lunch trays, they are compostable, made out of compostable materials. And also, hold on, wait, I want to say something else. I have plastic Ziploc baggies. Say I put apples in them or grapes, and I eat all the grapes or apples. I take the plastic baggie home. My mom rinses it out and then dries it for another thing of fruit or veggies to go into. So you're not throwing away a bunch of plastic that you're only using once.
And one last thing, you should start a recycling program where you work, live, or go to school.
I think the other group said that, but we're just we're trying to say that starting a recycling group is amazing. Like in New Hampshire, they have a bunch of compost things. I think it's not only in New Hampshire, but they have Mr. Fox, which is actually all around the local community. They take your compost and everything, and they put it to something else instead of just putting it in the trash. So, can you not go back to yourself?
Yeah.
Thank you. So that is a couple ways how to recycle and use things not only once, not only twice, but maybe 3 times, even plastic bags. Thank you so much for listening, and
Can I just mention one thing?
Maddie,
46
Maddie.
to walk or use a bicycle whenever possible. Another thing you can do is upcycle your clothes.
Oh my god. Guys, chill out. Okay, here, this is good. This is good.
You can upcycle your clothes, like Charlotte said earlier. Like, you don't have to use plastic bottles and stuff. You can use some of your other clothing, with Sarah when she did the tote bag.
Oh yeah,
she upcycled the bag because you can use your clothes for more than just one thing.
You can join a carpool or use public transportation to commute and go around.
I have a question. How many of you ride the school bus?
Oh,
I
do. Yeah.
It's 30 minutes.
It's maybe 3 minutes.
Carpool.
Okay.
If carpool then drive by yourself. Well, because it saves energy and it's easier for people to get around. The bunch of you don't have to go pick up somebody. It's a lot more easier. So yeah, try that.
I have another fun.
Next.
Hold on.
101. Pray, visualize, hope, meditate, and dream. I want 18. Take quick showers instead of baths. Because it wastes water.
Baths is so gross.
Also, with the school bus, it does produce a lot of gas that's coming out of the exhaust pipe. And I was learning with the hybrid cars, the heavier the car is, the more gas and energy it's going to use, so the more pollution it's going to put out. So the school bus, although it is a good mode of transportation, it can also be really bad for the environment. So
I have one after. It's Catherine's birthday today.
Tomorrow.
So happy birthday, Catherine.
Hey.
And she's while 100. While doing small things, think big. Think about the deciding, cities, restructuring the economy, reconceiving humanity's role on Earth. Ready on?
No.
Yes, she is. Hi, Peggy.
No, she's not watching. That's just what she messaged.
What she said.
Thanks, everyone.
You're welcome.
Don't speed. Accelerate and slow down gradually. I'm not
Be careful
speed in your
on the road.
And what? Doors in the window?
Yep, you put a sealer in so that the air doesn't leak out.
Also,
Guys,
Install storm windows.
run for local office or an environmental platform.
Insulate your home.
Insulate.
Insulate your home.
Buy products that will last. Like my mom, she always told me, like she always told me, like it's kind of hard to buy, like what's it called, cantaloupe, but you have to wait like a long time before you
Mango.
use it. And then, like, behind, like at that time, like when you actually, it's good to eat. Nobody usually eats it.
Yeah.
Urge food fast chain to use recyclable packaging.
Use postcards instead of letters for short messages. Because like you don't want to use a whole letter for a really short message when you can use it for long messages. Use postcards because they're shorter and they have pictures on them sometimes. So it's eat vegetarian foods as much as possible. Meat makes less efficient use of land, soil, water, and energy, and cows emit 300 liters of methane per day.
And avoid rainforest products and inform the supplier or manufacturer of your concerns.
I want to show you one person can start something, and then like say there's like one person that started like a recycling business in their town. That counts. Like that is worth it. How does that work?
Ariana,
Read labels to be organic or dress exposure.
So I made this little clip for social studies. If you saw our presentation, I made 3 clips, and like this is amazing. But like you can use it instead of like plain snap clips. They're better and they look cooler. And it's really easy. Just use paint
Instead of like just flying ones.
breaks easy, and then instead of plastic,
Like it's spinning.
wood, so it won't like literally it will never break.
Okay.
And this, like the metal can come off, and like this will never break, and it will last a long time.
It's cute too.
Instead of plastics and use wood.
Oh, also like Charlotte mentioned, like Charlotte was the one who did eco-fashion. Like Patagonia is trying to like reduce like what they're using. So instead they're using trash. Well, not really trash, but like recycled things to make their clothes. So it's less like hurtful to the environment.
Air dry your laundry when possible, and instead of ironing, hang your clothes in a bathtub.
And buy energy efficient appliances.
We have a comment from the chat room.
Oh, Peggy.
So you want to read it?
Peggy would like to share with us that she just learned that this week that pineapple is a great remedy for healing bruises and inflammation.
Wow, that's interesting, Peggy.
Thank you so much, Peggy.
Thank you for commenting.
That was actually
really nice.
And when I get you left the link in the chat room.
When I get a bruise, I will.
I have a question for you, Peggy.
I think she's going to sign off, but
Oh,
but what? Very quickly.
I was wondering, do you eat the pineapple and it helps you, or you have to like
You put
rub
it
it
on
on your bruise?
You
That's a good question.
Well, she said it has a vitamin and mineral in it, so I'm assuming.
Also,
So you eat it.
I'm gonna say something. Also, if you ever get a bee sting, onions help. But I'm just letting you know, it does not sting on your bee sting for some reason. Onions, if you just put an onion on, it works perfectly.
And if you get a canker sore, put salt and packet, and it stings so bad, but it helps. It works.
Also install. I think they already said this. Install water efficient shower heads and sink faucet area doors. Yeah.
Also, write your congressperson now in support of HR 10-1078, the Global Warming Prevention Act. Do it. You won't.
Run your local office on an environmental platform, attend city council meetings, and speak out for actions or climate change issues.
Actually, we're gonna stop right now.
Okay.
And we have one more video.
Oh, really?
And then that's you all,
And then I think we are wrapping it up.
Hello, I'm here to talk about carbon footprints. What is carbon footprint? A carbon footprint is the amount of carbon someone or something releases into the air every year. Carbon emissions is how much you're releasing that carbon is. The average person emits 2.3 pounds of carbon a day. The average person emits 11,444 pounds a year. This is awful. As you can see, we used to be under 1,000 tons. And this is not very good. We've been going straight up for like the past century. And we want to start going down. Soon we will probably be not only destroyed because of this, but dead. How to reduce your carbon footprint. Your carbon footprint is being added to every time you travel by car, eat processed food, turn on your phone, and the like. These are all examples of how humans release carbon into the air. There are ways to reduce these. For example, in transportation, start by changing the way you move. If possible, take the bus to work. If you're close to your work, take your bike. These are two ways to reduce your footprint. Carbon in our food. The average person emits 2.5 tons of carbon from their food. The lowest is vegan at 1.5. I'm not saying you should become a vegan. Start reducing your footprint by eating less foods than you often do. This graph shows how much CO2 is emitted by electricity in just the state of New York. This is able to be reduced. First of all, you should start by turning off the lights when nobody's in the room. We won't automatically get rid of CO2 we emit, but slowly and surely, we will get there. Finally, at one point, everyone made it to the point when we all use solar energy and electric cars to save our environment. If you have any questions, I will be in the chat room. I'm not at school. Thank you.
Yay, motion! Okay. You've been listening to the Earthcast 2018 on the Earthbridges Channel and the Worldbridges Network.
We would like to thank the Worldbridges Network for making it possible for us to share our voices with others from around the world.
We also want to thank everyone listening and those in the chat room. For more information about the Earthcast and future Earthcast episodes, go to earthbridges.net.
Thank you and enjoy Earth Day every day. Bye. Bye.